Okay, hey, I'm back. It's still summer and I'm still talking to an empty classroom. So cool. Um, we're going to talk about supply and demand. Supply and demand is extremely important to know. If you get confused with regular supply and demand, you're going to kind of have a tough time later on. So we need to make sure we understand this and we know it well. The first thing you need to do is correctly label your graph. And I'm sure I've already pounded into your head how important labeling is. It's easy points, and it's easy points on the AP exam, and you don't want to miss them. So we're going to look today at the supply and demand of pumpkins. Specifically right now, the demand of pumpkins. Say it's around Halloween, and around Halloween we know pumpkins are, people like to carve pumpkins and decorate their porch with them and all that stuff. So people's preference for pumpkins around Halloween increases. So if their preference for pumpkins increases, you're going to see an increase in the demand of pumpkins. People that will demand more pumpkins, so we'll move the demand curve to the right. Now some of y'all, and I'll probably correct you, you'll say we move it up, but I like to say left and right because it can get confusing if you say up or down. So we're moving demand to the right, which increases the demand. Equilibrium was right here. That's where equilibrium is where supply and demand cross. And so now the new equilibrium is right here. If the demand of pumpkins goes up, the price and the quantity will both increase as well. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's look at the supply of pumpkins. The supply of pumpkins, what moves the supply is a little bit different than what moves demand. And there was other things that move demand, and you'll know those. You'll go look at those in your notes, and we'll practice those as well. I'm just kind of giving you a brief explanation. But let's say there's a drought, and pumpkin farmers, wherever they grow pumpkins, I don't even know where they grow pumpkins at, whatever. But say there's a drought and the pumpkin crop is really low this year. And so if the pumpkin crop is low, that is going to affect the supply. So we're going to see a decrease in the supply. We're going to move supply to the left. Moving supply to the left. Decrease in supply. So now, if we have a decrease in the supply of pumpkins, you'll have a lower quantity of pumpkins. There won't be as many to choose from. And whenever you go buy pumpkins, they'll be more expensive because there's not as many to buy. So just kind of like demand, there's more things that move supply as well. And we're going to practice these a lot. And we're going to make sure that we get this right. If you got any questions, please remember, come see me. Don't get stuck on this because we got a long way to go.